Hey, what's up? This is Grant. You are watching the Nerd Week podcast. I am your host, and here we have
Matthew,
Jensen,
and Luke.
And how's it going, everybody? Let's begin the podcast. What is first on the agenda?
So what's first on the agenda is Deadpool's new costume and R rating announcement. So the R, supposedly, he did a little skit on April 1st with Mario Lopez, and he announced pretty much that it's going to be a rated R rating. So Grant, what do you think?
Oh man, that was such a good video. It was short, sweet, and to the point, and Ryan Reynolds could have done it better.
And I gotta admit, Deadpool is not going to be a PG-13 movie, which is the whole idea for the April Fool's joke.
Right.
It is obviously going to be rated R, given what we know about Deadpool.
Right.
He's a
Merc with a mouth.
Yep,
he's a
pretty
badass,
much.
And he loves killing people.
Yep.
Pretty much.
It's one of the few things he's good at.
For the right amount of money as well.
Exactly. He's kind of like a murdering prostitute. You know?
Oh my gosh, pretty much.
He gets off every time he sees some blood, even if it's his own.
Oh
He
jeez,
probably jacks off by cutting his hand and.
that's a little bit too far.
That's a little bit graphic, but I think we can appreciate that. So, Jensen, what do you honestly think? Come on.
I just think
She's come on.
my favorite part is just when he when he shows him the picture of Mario Lopez, him hitting him with the, I think it was a box, wasn't it?
It was a light.
Oh yeah, that yeah, and
light.
then he just crumbles it up. I just love how he does a picture of it, and then he does it, and he just shows everyone. It's funny.
Yeah.
Now,
good.
fun fact: back a little while ago, before they even announced the Deadpool movie, it started off that Fox was just not going to do it. They just said no the entire time, and then somehow accidentally leaked this 2010 footage that was test footage.
Right.
So what was leaked on the internet and then rolling around on the internet was just 2010's test footage for Deadpool.
They basically released it because they wanted to see how the public would react with that being released, because there was a lot of talk about how it would not succeed as a movie. But being the Deadpool fans that we are, we'll do whatever it takes to prove him wrong.
Amen to that. What did you think about the test footage, when you first saw it?
Honestly, I didn't. I'm not one of those people who honestly looks up all the movie trailers online, trying to keep up to date with all this stuff. So
How dare you?
well, excuse me. See, I'm just one of those kind of person who, when I hear about it, regardless whether it's from word of mouth or seeing a trailer on a movie clip or whatever,
He speaks blasphemy.
then I'll react. When I first heard that they were making a Deadpool movie, though, I was relatively excited. I'll admit I didn't really know him very much as a character, which is what I prefer to know. So I couldn't really get behind it, but after I learned a little bit more about Deadpool, his history, his background, his character, I was very excited, and I can definitely say I'm a Deadpool fan.
I certainly hope that they make more Deadpool movies than just the one that's coming out next year.
Seriously.
And hopefully they do it justice.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Jensen?
I got nothing.
Oh,
You guys
come
said
on.
Everything.
It's all right.
You gotta have one thought rolling around in your head.
come
even if
on,
it's just something
I'm just
to add
hoping.
on.
I'm just hoping.
I just remember you sitting there looking at Ryan Reynolds. Oh, that is Ryan Reynolds. He's hot.
I'm just hoping that they don't change the character. It's Ryan Reynolds, and if they're going to keep on doing movies, don't change the characters like they usually do. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, that's going to go into our next subject. So, Wolverine announced Hugh Jackman. This is dear to my heart. He's doing one last Wolverine movie, and then he's going to do just cameos on the Deadpool movie, the Gambit movie,
gorgeous.
X-Men Apocalypse.
and X-Men Apocalypse. But pretty much, he's just doing one last Wolverine movie, and he's that's it. But for a long time, he was saying, "I'm going to stay as Wolverine. I'm just going to stay as Wolverine forever." And I don't know what changed his mind. He just posted on Twitter picture of the claws. One hand had claws, one hand did not. And
When was that released? Like, when was that posted?
That was released earlier this week.
Was
So-
it on April 1st?
I believe so.
If it was on April 1st, it might have been an April Fool's joke.
If it was, I would be
I
sorely
would
disappointed.
laugh and just laugh at you for that. Just saying, for you to.
Well, I guess
She
we're
would
just
laugh.
we'll just
She'd
have to
laugh at
see
me,
what happens
but I
later
laugh
We'll
at
on.
her
have to
all the
look
time.
that up, and hopefully it will be on April Fool's, because honestly, he's invested a lot of time to becoming
And he's a babe.
Wolverine.
He's been working out.
He's worked
Nonstop.
out a lot.
Did you see him in Origins? Oh, that body! Come on.
There's actually this picture that was posted a while before that Wolverine movie came out, where he was working out, lifting this like big old bar with 2 weights, and it basically had a caption saying, "If it ain't bending, you ain't trying." I thought that was pretty good.
Okay.
Oh man! So supposedly Wolverine last time, and he'll just make a bunch of cameos in the Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm sad about that. That's honestly it. I'm just sad, you know.
Yeah.
But
It'll be interesting.
all right, let's see what's next. Get on my trusty iPad. Specter.
Oh goodness.
007.
007 Specter.
That honestly looks like a good movie, to be honest with you.
I'm a skeptic when it comes to the 007 movies. I mean, I know it's a classic going back thousands of years, probably, but
Before wheels were invented.
Seriously, there were secret
There was the-
spies with future technology when wheels were made.
Right.
yeah, of course. I'm just, I don't know. I'm always skeptical with 007 movies, but every time I watch one, I always go into it just completely clean slate. It's just a new story, new movie, and I don't compare it to any of the other movies that I liked, because otherwise I'll either have high expectations and I'll be let down, or my expectations just won't be the proper expectations for the movie, because different storylines require different expectations.
Well, I think with these ones, if you've watched the old ones don't really follow like the storyline very well, but like the newer ones, not the old one that was just like 007 with what's his name, I don't know his
Pierce
name.
Brosnan?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that one wasn't really like, it didn't follow anything, but I think these new ones that came out, like 007 or Soulless and everything, like those ones follow a storyline better than any of the other ones did. So
It's true. It's a good point.
Say so.
They finally got their act together, and they're just like, okay, we're just going to kind of make a storyline based off of it. But the other ones kind of just didn't. It was kind of like
they
a
picked
random
a really good
assortment.
actor to
Yeah.
play this new 007.
Daniel Craig.
In my opinion,
Let me guess. He's hot.
in my opinion,
Hey,
I
there's a
didn't.
lot of actors
I
that
didn't
are
really
hot.
like Skyfall that much.
You didn't
I like Skyfall. What's wrong with you?
What
Just
is-
the way that
oh,
it
man,
ended, I was like,
blasphemy.
this is just.
Blasphemy.
Nah.
I
Is
like
that
So-
the recent one that just came out?
the one,
The recent one?
the one where he pretends to die, or
Well, he gets shot in the
his-
beginning.
Oh,
and
I'm
that's-
sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers. That deserves a spoiler.
I'm pretty sure people.
yeah,
know.
sure, people have
That's
seen
not-
it.
It's been
That's not a
around for
spoiler
so
alert.
long.
Yeah.
There is no spoiler alerts with that.
Pretty
If
much.
anyone's never seen that movie, you're just, that's upsetting.
Missing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spectre looks pretty good. Should be interesting because
Who was the guy? It was the villain off of Inglourious Bastards.
yeah,
you know,
I
he's
know who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name too for the life of me, but he.
Look it up.
Yeah, look it up. He's going to be the bad guy in Spectre. So
The one with the silhouette in the trailer.
yes,
Do we know who he is as a character?
he's going to be. Oh gosh, I am destroying it right now. I should know this, but it was like Mr. Octopus or something like that.
What?
That's a Spider-Man villain. Okay,
Yeah.
That sounds
you're
like-
definitely
that
screwing
sounds like
something up
Mr.
here.
Penguin
Somebody,
off of Batman.
somebody on the other end right now is screaming at me. I know this. I know this. Stop
Please feel free to
humiliating
Please
yourself.
feel free to post it on the comments. in case
Okay,
you
okay.
think-
I've got some info. So
Okay,
Christoph
I didn't know we were allowed to bring up
Waltz,
that.
Christoph Waltz.
he was also in Django Unchained, which I liked a lot.
I've
yeah.
never seen it.
His name in that movie is Oberhauser, which works in my opinion. So it should be an interesting movie. It's also going to have Ralph Fiennes, who played Voldemort in Harry Potter.
Nice.
He's going to be M, but he was in the
He always
007
played,
before.
he was
So
playing, he Was
He
that?
played M in Skyfall. So
Yeah, so
Well,
he's
he
gonna be
was
in
the
there
new
again.
M in Skyfall. She died, and then he became the new one. Again, spoiler alert. But if you haven't seen it, that's sad.
that's your fault.
Yep.
Yeah.
All your fault. You're
Hey.
listening to this podcast. Sad.
So,
very sad.
do you guys remember the girl that played Eve Moneypenny?
What's her
Is
name?
she the one that played? She also played in Clash of the Titans or Clash of. Was that her?
No, Naomi Harris. This girl. Does that look familiar at all? I think that by what I'm seeing for her face,
She is hot.
She-
I'll just
Oh,
freely
she's the
admit
one who
that.
shoots him in the beginning of the movie.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I think that
that's
she
the
was actually in Pirates of the Caribbean. Wasn't she Callisto?
No.
one. No.
No.
She
was
looks
not
like it.
Callisto.
No.
You're just
No, that
racist
wasn't.
because you think all black women look the same.
No, you're racist for assuming that.
No, I know that everybody looks different. I can tell anybody apart.
Hell, whoa, wait.
We're getting off track.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Let's get on track. All right.
Let's move on to the next subject.
The next subject. Let's see. Fast and Furious 7 just recently came out, and
I'm going to lead with this. They're milking it.
yep.
Okay?
They are.
They are seriously milking it. Honestly, with most movies, after the third one, you should stop. You just should
Yeah.
stop.
I mean-
but they've gotten all the way up to 7, okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
for people that like nice, fast cars, like moi here, just like watching them.
You were
like,
saying
there's-
that car was sexy all the time.
I know those are really nice cars.
I'll admit, my favorite Fast and the Furious was the Tokyo Drift one.
That
but
one
that
was
was,
good.
but the only reason I liked that one the most was because of the drifting. I would
Yeah.
love to learn how to drift.
And technically, that's not really 3.
It was technically the last one.
It was technically 4 or
Yeah,
5.
For
They screwed it up.
It was actually
No, it's
supposed to be
actually
7. It was supposed to be 7 because
Seven.
he kills. Yeah,
that
because
happened.
That makes
Tokyo
sense,
Drift
yeah.
takes place before.
no, because
Seven.
Shaw's
It technically
brother,
should be 6
Shaw's
because
brother,
7
No.
is after he dies.
Wasn't it? Because
Okay, whoa, hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell
Shut
you.
up.
Let me tell
Shut
you.
up.
I'll tell you why.
Shut up!
This is too much.
At the end of
Speak up,
Tokyo
girl, right?
Drift, Hans dies, and that is what the starts the chain of events that happens in Fast and Furious 6.
Okay, you want to hear my side? Really?
Why not? Sure.
Okay, so 6.
Entertain me.
Okay, the end of 6. After Shaw dies, his brother goes on a rampage and he kills him first
Right.
because his brother dies. He wouldn't have
Yeah.
done that if his brother didn't die. 6 happened because of him. So
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift should have came after 6.
You know what?
Yeah, so it goes
I
6 and then
realize
Tokyo
that
Drift should be
I don't
7.
care.
Boom!
Do you realize-
Just say Jensen wins. Just say Jensen, you're right.
You know what?
I'm
We're
about
not going
to.
to say anybody's right here.
See, that's what I was about to say. I really don't care for the Fast and Furious movies
The customer
as much
is
as
I will-
always
you do.
right.
I will
So
be
maybe
honest.
my storyline is like all screwed up in my head. So I will consent that you win because I just don't care.
Okay, I want to say this though. I am glad that Jason Statham is in this one.
Yes.
He's a great actor, great fighter, stuntman, whatever you want to call him.
I
And
actually
of course,
liked.
The Rock is in it.
Yeah,
Of course, The Rock is The Rock.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
pretty much.
My parents actually went and saw that movie yesterday without me, and they said it was really good. They liked it, even though it's like the 7th movie, but they still liked it. They said, I've heard like a lot of rumors saying that they were going to kill off Paul Walker, but that was definitely not true. Just saying.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I heard that pretty much he's just kind of this person that just kind of leaves. He's just like, all right, my story's done, and I take off.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Like he's got a
yeah.
family to deal with, so
Exactly.
he has
And
to.
that was the
so-
reason. Yep. Can't say
Makes
anything.
sense.
It'd be spoiler.
How are we gonna get Paul out of here, even though he died in real life? Well, he's got a family. Let's just.
Well, it was kind of what I was like talking to my mom. Yes, I talked to my mother about this earlier, but she was just like, it was kind of, instead of like killing off his character after he actually died,
Yeah.
they kind of just switched it into, oh, I need to be with my family type of a thing, instead of just being like, oh, he got shot, or oh, he like died off a cliff or something. They like integrated him like actually leaving and being done with the whole thing,
Yeah.
instead of him like, oh, he's done with this movie, we're just gonna stop having him on the show.
Well, how morbid would it, and how stupid would they be to sit there and be like, you know what? Paul Walker died in real life. We're just going to kill him inside
Just-
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that would just
Oh
be
my
too
gosh.
much. Oh,
That's-
man.
Well, it's like, how would you
kinda
integrate
poetic.
that into? Yeah, it'd be like, well, I don't know how you would keep the movie going after he's dead, so you kind of have to either kill the character off or you have to like somehow like
let him
push it
move
off
to like Indonesia or some really random place far away from wherever the stories are taking place.
You know what would be sacrilegious though
What?
about Paul Walker?
What?
Is if in the next movie they're just like, you know what, they all liked Paul Walker's character, quote unquote. Let's get a new actor to play.
Yeah.
Didn't they get Paul Walker's brother?
Yeah, and then they had his brother like do the rest of whatever he needed to do for filming.
really?
But they also like edited Paul Walker's face onto his brother's face, so
Oh,
you
man.
couldn't tell that it was his brother.
I wouldn't have ever guessed, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the great technology that we have nowadays.
Tron,
CGI. We will fool you on everything you think you know.
Right.
pretty much Tron Legacy. All right,
Yeah.
next. Here comes some ridiculous news, okay? Angry Birds movie.
That looks like okay. I will just start now.
Unless the
I
birds
did not-
actually say something like speak English, I'm probably not
Kind
gonna
of
watch
like the
it.
Cars movie or Planes type of a deal ish.
Yeah,
Maybe.
pretty much.
I
Hopefully,
would just like to say like that. I did not know anything about that until like
Today.
today.
Yeah.
Like that seems so dumb to me, to be honest with
just,
you.
like
See,
why?
the real question I have regarding the Angry Birds movie is what kind of plot will they have? I mean, seriously,
gonna fly into
the plot is the
boxes.
most important thing.
It's
They're
in
definitely
gonna
going to
fly
be
the
the birds
boxes.
going against the pigs.
Well,
that's for sure.
really, I would never have thought. But
Are the birds
seriously,
going to actually die and like get in a slingshot and
don't
then
know.
slam into like
We're
a
just-
brick
You'll
wall or
you'll
something?
basically be
It's gonna
watching
be
that-
awesome.
You'll basically be watching somebody play Angry Birds. You'll just feel sorry when the Angry Birds explode on a concrete wall. What's the point?
It's probably, I bet you it's probably going to be like birds against pigs, but whoever can get the highest points. Like,
Who knows?
that type of a deal. Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
honest-
beat you, pig, or something. I don't know.
Honestly, when I saw it, I just had to put it in the podcast. That's all
Yeah.
I had to do. It was so ridiculous.
dare
I mean,
you.
is it like dodgeball where they're just playing this game for some
Who knows?
reason?
For some reason,
like
there's a
probably-
slingshot involved, and the pigs are the dodgeball, the dodging the birds in a dodgeball tournament.
Yeah,
It's
that-
probably
seriously,
just for little kids' enjoyment.
Yeah.
probably.
For me, I would definitely watch the new Minions movie that's coming out over Angry
Oh,
Birds.
yes.
Who wouldn't want to watch that? The Minions are the best part about Despicable Me.
Basically.
They're the best. They're funny.
They're cute.
Beedo,
They're very
beedo.
cute.
All right, what's
How
the
about
All right,
next
the
one?
last order of business is going to be Warcraft movie. Now, this is my specialty. Honestly, I am super glad. There have been pictures that have been coming out that just look epic.
Yeah.
Like the swords, the armor, everything looks really good. And being a Warcraft fan, I played Warcraft for years, and I know all the lore. I am actually really super excited, and I can't wait for the trailer.
Should be good.
So let's clarify. It is going to be live action.
Live action, yes.
Sweet. That is
Should be
something
good.
that I'm looking forward to.
Should be a good one.
And
Yeah.
I have seen the details on the armors and the swords and weapons and whatever. They do look extremely well done. Very
Yeah.
detailed and very beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gorgeous looking. Like the armor alone looks really good, and the orcs.
Yeah.
Like you get a picture of Orgrim Doomhammer, and you know he looks really good. He's CGI made, but he looks really good for CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So she probably doesn't know anything of what
I
I'm
know a
talking
little
about.
bit about Warcraft. My brother plays it a lot, and I watched him play it a couple times. But
So-
other than that, like
I can never
other
get into
games
it.
that they're coming out with movies, I think that's pretty chill. Like Halo, for instance. But that's another subject.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a disappointment. It should have came out with Peter Jackson. Sorry.
Okay, so what is the plot line for the Warcraft movie?
So
Yes.
I don't
Big
want
reveal.
Spoilers.
Total spoilers.
Spoilers.
It's going to be based off of the first game. So the orcs are released into Azeroth. Azeroth's like the human
The
realm.
world.
Yeah, they're released into Azeroth by the mage Medivh, and pretty much their home was destroyed, and so they just come up into Azeroth to pretty much take resources and destroy the humans. That's pretty much the plot of the first one. And I could go into way deeper details, but I'm going to save it for the Warcraft podcast.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd heard Azeroth before, mostly because of Big Bang Theory. But
Oh,
that
man.
mage thing, I was just like, wow, we went total nerd there. We just went 100% nerd.
Yep,
Yep.
pretty much.
But I'm sure if I watch the movie, I'll enjoy it because I remember playing World of Warcraft, not World of Warcraft. But when I played it, I really enjoyed the storyline. I really enjoyed playing RPG games. So when I was playing it and it was a story, it was very fun.
Yeah, like I played it when I was a kid all the time, and I just loved it. It was one of those games that I could play for hours on end, and it was, being a little tiny kid playing the Warcraft games, and you're like, oh, that guy just sliced his head off. That's awesome. Oh, that orc just killed a human.
Yeah,
That's
just the
great.
small little morbid things,
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, all those things are great, but like you see the graphics nowadays, and you're just like, man, what was I so excited about?
Yeah,
like,
pretty
it's
much.
like Mario versus Halo.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
You see how long it's gone. It's funny. Anyways.
All right, so the last thing we're going to go into our main segment, which is Assassin's Creed, and any of us that played it. It's mainly Jensen. All right?
And Grant, don't forget
And
me.
Grant.
I'm sorry, I don't care about
So,
you.
what is there to talk about with that game? There's so much to talk about.
No,
Yeah.
let's go into the first game. All right, you guys played the first game with.
No, I haven't played the first game ever.
No, just tell me about it. Like, what did you think about it?
I like the first one. The first one's actually one of my favorite games. It just talks about this, this assassin that's in a creed and whatnot, and why it's called Assassin's Creed.
What was his name?
Altair.
Okay,
Altair.
I was curious.
His name's Altair.
Wondering if she
Best
would
name
actually get it
ever.
right.
Yeah, I really was. I'm gonna test you.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, and this guy is Altair or something like that.
Altair. But
Thanks for the
No problem.
stereotype. I love that.
Anyway,
There's no stereotypes here. We're not stereotyping at all.
right.
okay, so
But no, it's just about his creed and how it's kind of corrupted throughout the whole game. He's kind of like one of those assassins that wants to do his own thing and wants to just, like, not really follow the creed on his own and pretty much, like, do you have any other?
So he went rogue. He's a rogue assassin.
Not really.
why is
he's
it
not
called
a real,
Assassin's Creed?
Like, it's not really a rogue. He's not really rogue. Like, he still is in his creed, but throughout the
okay.
whole thing, like, his leader is, like, trying to help him get back on the path, and then in the end, spoilers again,
Too late for
his
that.
leader, like, totally just wants the glory for himself and wants to be the all-knowing, the leader of the whole world type of a person,
Yeah.
so...
Typical.
It's a great idea, essentially. But one thing that I don't agree with in Assassin's Creed is doesn't matter which one you play. Basically, you raise your wanted level when you are killing guys, and the way that you need to lower your wanted level sometimes, especially in 1 and 2, is you need to climb these like
Oh,
buildings.
you're doing game theories.
To get your game theory. But I want to point it out. Like, it's ridiculous. You got to climb the building to get to a certain part of the building to rip off the wanted sign, and it's not like
I never
anyone's
did
going to
that.
actually see that wanted sign there. No one is. Like, it's like clear up there. Like, how is someone going to see
We
it?
discussed this last time. Game logic does not make sense.
I even
I
pointed
never
it
really
out last time.
cared for like ripping off the wanted signs. I was just like, yeah, if I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna be wanted, go for it, woo!
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the most wanted assassin ever.
Pretty much.
Now, Jensen, did you know that they are making an Assassin's Creed movie?
No, I did know they did a lot of parkour videos on YouTube, and whatnot.
cool.
Those
Yep,
were cool.
they were cool.
And I liked them a lot, but I did not know they were making a movie.
Yeah, there is talk about it, very small talk about it, but what I can see online is that Michael Fassbender, who plays the young Magneto, is going to be, like, in that movie.
No way. Is he going to play Altair or is he going to play
Better
Ezio?
not.
It depends on which assassin
I
it is.
think
Like,
he
if
would
it's one,
make an
it's gonna be
excellent
Altair.
Ezio.
He
I
probably
I
think
didn't
would.
like
so.
Ezio.
What?
So, do you know what the
Sam, did you hear that? Godfather.
Shame on you.
I'm
Seriously.
sorry, I didn't like.
You're looking at an Italian right now, an actual Italian, and you're saying that Ezio sucks.
I didn't. It's not.
Oh my
it's not
gosh.
because he was It wasn't because he was. It was because he was Italian. I just didn't like him. I guess I just didn't like how he was just.
How he was motivated.
No, not because he was motivated. I don't know. There was just something about his character that just bothered me. I didn't like Black Flag either. I didn't like Connor. Connor wasn't my favorite.
What?
Wait, was
Oh,
it
man.
Connor?
Oh,
it wasn't Connor.
she's
was-
ripping at the
Kenway.
roots.
Yeah, and Henry was the one that I didn't like. I loved Connor.
So you like 3 then?
Yeah.
3 was good.
I love 3, and I
didn't
loved
like Connor
Revelations.
though. I didn't like Connor.
That's the only Assassin's Creed game I've played so far.
Revelations. I loved Revelations.
Revelations was pretty good. I liked how you would go back and play memories.
Of Altair.
It was very interesting because I don't know, you got the storyline of the original apparently while you played this way much later time period.
Well, it doesn't really tell you what happened to Altair after the first movie or the first video game. The first movie. They already made the first movie.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
they're making a movie, so it's
I
not so
know.
far off.
I
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
but it's just I don't know. I mostly just liked Assassin's Creed because of the history. I was a big history junkie, so I loved the history about it, and it helped me pass my history classes.
And apparently it was all based
This is why
on
video games are great, okay?
They are
This is why
educational.
It's educational. She passed her history class.
It also helps
That's
with your
great.
hand-eye
Fantastic.
coordination when you're playing shoot 'em up
And your
games.
math, trust me. My dad used to say that all the time. He'd be like, if you can drop shot on Call of Duty, you can do, like, angles and know the directory on everything. I'm like, okay.
Oh my
Yeah, see,
gosh.
I saw this post somewhere along the that said that basically listed all these different not bonuses, perks, advantages of playing different kinds of video games, and
Yeah.
I can't recall any of them really, except that every single kind of game had their own advantages to help teach you. So you could probably go look it up online somewhere. I'm pretty
We'll
sure
make a
the post-
podcast about it.
Yeah.
Probably. Well,
Yeah.
probably just it's probably floating around there somewhere. But it was very interesting because the games that I like to play, I remember noticing that those were the things that I consider myself relatively good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I am good at them. I'm just going to say relatively good because hopefully I got better.
Right.
Just to chime in, I also liked the last one. Just saying, Unity,
Unity?
my favorite.
Haven't played
I
I
haven't
haven't
Unity yet.
finished it.
Unity
I don't
was
have
good.
an Xbox One, so I can't play it.
I play it. There's a little bit of glitches on it. I haven't played it recently, but I love it. I love the storyline.
Ubisoft is money grabbing right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You guys are money grabbing. You guys slow down when it comes to your games. Like slow down, get it right the first time.
Pretty
You know?
That's what beta players are for.
That's what
Alpha
patches
players
are
or
for
whatever.
too.
Exactly. Amen to that. They could have easily slowed it down, and then instead of doing the whole money grab, because how many Assassin's Creed are there right now?
Oh,
Like
there's
12?
so many. Yeah.
Yeah,
12?
exactly.
12?
Yeah. There's
I'll trust you. You
1,
love the
2,
games. I've only
3.
played
Well, there's also like
Revelations.
There's
PC
Brotherhood
games,
Revelations.
There's also like
Well,
There's-
I don't think you need to count the differences between consoles and PCs because it's still essentially the same storyline. They're just playing it on the
it's
computer or
background
the.
stories.
Yeah.
There's some,
Yeah,
there's
pretty
some
much.
on PCs and some on like
Rogue that just came out at the same time as Unity.
yeah.
That one is only for Xbox 360.
And then Unity's for the one. So there are two
Yeah.
different stories. Rogue is about a guy that like was a part of the Creed, and then he just like totally switches around, and he's like killing all of his like Assassin's Creed brothers. Unity is like during the
French Revolution.
yeah, the French Revolution, and they just are trying to help the people like get their cities back from the French or the British and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Assassins are so nice.
You know, I
Killing
can
people
see
for the people.
I can see this going on inside of a classroom. All of a sudden, they're talking about the Renaissance and everything like that, and this little kid has a homework assignment they asked to do, and he plays Assassin's Creed, and he's like, so Ezio kills this one guy.
Pretty
Actually,
much.
yeah, I could see that happening.
That'd be
Like
funny.
Just
that-
some gullible little kid thinking that it's absolutely, utterly true, and not
Totally.
like a rendition.
How much time do we got left, Godfather?
We're at 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Beautiful.
Wait, really?
Thanks for
We
start
got
wrapping
plenty
up
of
then.
time.
We're at 30 minutes.
Did
Or
you
we got
wanna start
30 minutes
wrapping up?
left.
No, let's keep going.
What else
Oh,
is there
okay.
to
So we got like
discuss?
15 minutes left, right? We got 15 minutes left. Is there
got
anything
15?
else we want to talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you guys have gone through this weekend?
Halo.
New
Halo
episode of The
5.
Flash.
New episode of The Flash.
Oh
Flash.
my gosh.
Oh,
Oh no. Hold on. We got a nerdgasm for a second.
It's necessary, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It was way better than the episode where Barry actually went back in time, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
spoilers.
Wait, was it the one that where he like it shows like who really the Doctor is?
The reverse flashes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I watched that
It
one.
was phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay, so
I have to say, sorry about that, but I liked seeing the slow down fight scene between the Flash and the Reverse
That
Flash
Yeah.
that was
while
good.
That was good.
while they're
That was
around
good.
his mother. That was so intense.
And it kind of brings everything to light, like what happened to her and why it happened and
Yeah.
whatnot. So it's kind of like everything is coming in together.
And I did notice, we talked about this earlier, never on podcast, but we've talked about this, that I'm sure that Barry was taken away by the Flash, his his
Reverse
future
Flash?
self. No, the Flash.
What?
You
Don't
see
you
it.
remember he was taken outside?
Taken out, and it's yellow lightning that's trailing him there, and then goes
Yeah,
back.
okay.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Yeah.
The Flash has yellow lightning, where the
And-
reverse is red,
basically,
and that gave the reverse enough time to
Yeah.
kill his mother.
all right. So in this episode, we
I don't know
have
why he went so far away. Why couldn't he just like drop him out on the street next to the house or
Yeah.
something?
So we have in that episode the reveal of who the Reverse Flash is.
And
Officially.
how everything happened. That was a
Yeah.
huge reveal.
That was very well done.
Kind of kept you in the dark a
storyline.
little bit. I was like, this is so confusing. And then once that episode came out, I was like, everything is coming to light.
Yeah. In this
Everything
episode,
makes
we
sense.
also had Mark Hamill in this episode.
Oh my gosh! Yes, that was amazing.
My
It
favorite
was-
part. Spoilers, by the way.
spoilers.
I'm
You
so
got-
spoiling it.
You guys need
We're
to
totally
watch it.
spoiling this.
My favorite
whole
part
thing.
was when the trickster was talking to the kid, and he's saying, "There's a reason I picked you. It's in your blood." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "I am your father."
Ah, yes.
Basically, did the line from Darth Vader, which was like what 50 years ago.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Wait, he plays Darth Vader?
No, he plays
no,
Luke Skywalker.
He plays Luke Skywalker. Mark it. Oh no.
Oh no.
We
I
can't-
didn't know that.
Sorry.
But I gotta
I'm-
say,
Everybody look away. She doesn't deserve attention.
I think you guys are looking.
cannot believe
I think you guys are trying to shun her.
Pretty
We
much.
should call it nerd
go
shunning.
stand in the corner.
No,
Yeah,
don't.
seriously, go stand in the
Don't-
corner.
Okay,
don't
I'm
listen
sorry.
to her.
Like I knew what he was saying. I was like, that's from Star Wars, but I didn't know he was Luke Skywalker. Okay, I
As a
didn't.
matter of fact, here's the interesting thing about Star Wars for a second. The actor who walks around in the bodysuit is one guy, but the voice of Darth Vader is another guy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Makes so
what's
much
his
sense.
what's his name? Oh god.
Wait, okay. First of all, is he Luke or is he Anakin?
Luke.
He's Luke.
You're for sure
Anakin
because
gave birth
Yeah.
to Luke.
Obviously, I know that, but
Are you sure?
But Anakin's
Are
the
you
one.
sure?
But Anakin's the one who says it.
No, yeah. Anakin grows up to be Darth Vader. Darth Vader says, "I am your father."
Yeah, but when you whatever. I'm losing it.
And Mark
Yeah.
Hamill is Luke in Star Wars.
So when he's inside the Flash, he sits there and he says, "I am your father."
Yeah.
and it's the most.
It's just such a nerdgasm.
it's the biggest.
Yeah. You just like, wait, is he seriously saying this in the Flash? Like seriously?
Seriously.
I thought it was pretty great.
was a good
And he played the trickster so well.
He
like
did.
he actually took elements of the Joker and just kind of added it.
You saw that
into it.
too.
Even when
Yeah.
he was like crying, since he was probably faking, spoiler,
Oh yeah.
he still sounded like he was laughing, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is deranged. This guy's totally nuts.
Yeah.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's what you say.
You totally messed that
Cocoa
up.
Yeah,
for
you
Cocoa
did.
Puffs. I love Cocoa.
Cocoa for
Cocoa
Cocoa.
in my heart.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo. Yeah, she got it right.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That's what I said.
There you go.
Eventually.
After like the fourth time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, what I really enjoyed in the Flash episode was when the trickster, he put the bomb on the Flash, and so he has to run at a certain speed so it doesn't
Yeah.
blow up. And then Harrison Wells, he teaches him how to phase.
Yeah.
And he was
Phase.
talking to him about it, and it was just so intense because the way he was talking about it, it was obvious that he was the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he had no suspicions, he would have suspected after that.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It was so obvious.
And Dr. Wells just doesn't want him to die because he knows that he's the key to be able to get him back to his
future.
time. Yeah.
Which is why I'm excited for the later episodes of more reveals.
Exactly. It's going to be great. I can't wait. One last thing. Mark Hamill, when he's just like, you remember the movie Speed?
Yeah.
Run, 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 run.
That was great. Oh,
That was
man.
Every,
That was really good.
Every single time Mark Hamill was on the screen, it was just gold. Like,
Yep.
seriously gold.
He was a very good actor.
He is.
He
He really
really
is.
brought the character to life.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh.
And what?
This is kind of like irrelevant to the Flash, but Mark Hamill was actually in the movie The Kingsman. As
The
well.
Kingsman?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. For a little
What part?
bit. At the beginning, he's the one that's kidnapped.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. Is
Yeah.
he killed at the very beginning?
Spoilers.
Yeah, we're
Unfortunately,
already here. Spoilers.
Unfortunately, he is killed in the movie.
Oh, darn it. I haven't seen it yet.
That's
It's a good
okay.
movie, though.
It's a
You're
good movie.
spoiled.
It's really good.
You've just been spoiled.
And
See,
the guy who
I'm with
plays
ya.
and the guy who plays the captain in Pirates of the Caribbean is in that movie as well.
Bill Nighy?
I think so. The one who like goes after Elizabeth, who's like the captain, the one that's like
We've
in
got
love
tons
with
of nerds
Elizabeth.
that are
Yeah.
yelling at us right
Yeah,
now.
really, I was like,
They
oh.
are sitting
You're
there
not even
just
close
like,
to being
you have
right.
no idea what you're talking about.
No, I do. Though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if you go watch it or if you look it up, he's really the guy who plays the captain that wants to marry Elizabeth.
Uh-huh.
And so
Oh, yeah, that guy. Commodore... What's his
his
face?
yeah, Commodore.
I know who you're talking about, but yeah, he's in
Yeah.
the movie. He's in the beginning, but he's killed pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, he's. Anyways,
Total
Nice.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Total spoilers. So,
might as well.
next thing I do want to talk about, the Arrow. Like, what did you think about the latest episode? Were you into it, or
I was into it, but I was so pissed that
disappointed.
Oliver would not join the league. If I was in his
Yeah.
position, I would join the league.
Yeah.
I would
I'm a
take the
little bit-
position.
I'm a
It
little
would
bit
just be
disappointed,
so
to
much
be
better.
honest.
Say what?
I'm a little bit disappointed how it ended.
really?
I mean, it put you on a cliffhanger where it's like, okay, well, what's
Now
going to
what?
happen now?
Honestly, I'm right there with you. He should have chosen. He should have chosen just to get to the League of Assassins because
Yeah.
honestly, if he would have sat there and said, "Okay, fine, it's done. I'm going to be part of the League of Assassins. I'm going to be the next Ra's al Ghul," and then did something else,
Yeah.
it would make perfect sense to me. But
Well,
instead,
honestly, I was talking about actually joining the League of Assassins as Ra's al Ghul and, leading them. I would literally be Ra's al Ghul if I had that opportunity. I would.
I'd rather be Oliver Queen and be Ra's al Ghul.
Well, hello, Oliver Queen would be Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. But I thought you were talking about the original Ra's al Ghul before Oliver Queen.
He was pretty chill.
the
What
original.
What are you
Ra's al-
talking about? I was
Just
saying,
don't worry about
if
it.
I was
Just
the
don't worry
Arrow,
about it.
I would become Ra's al Ghul.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Okay,
Pay
now,
attention.
now speaking of paying attention, in the episode of The Arrow, there is this one part where Felicity is talking to her mom, and she's talking about, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she basically is saying how he knows a lot of things. At one point, she says that he apparently knows the plot to every episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, that was good.
I thought that was pretty funny.
All whatever seasons there were.
Yeah, all 34.
Her boyfriend's. He's
Yeah,
Anyways.
he used to be Superman.
Hopefully, he
I
won't play
know.
Superman ever again.
Honestly,
Really? Oh, yeah, I see it.
I thought he was a very good Superman, and him in Scott Pilgrim vs. the
Yeah,
World.
he did a good job on there.
Woo!
I
I
didn't watch
loved
that.
him as one of the evil X's.
Scott Pilgrim was a good
I don't even
show
know the
in
meaning
general.
of that word. He really doesn't. Good stuff.
My favorite part about Scott Pilgrim was when the ex-girlfriend was fighting. I thought that was the
Yeah.
best part, honestly, because it was just the most hilarious. The way he defeats her was just touching her,
Touching
Yeah.
her
right,
leg.
right on that right
Pretty
moment.
much.
It's like, ah! It's like, okay, sure.
That was not a nerdgasm, in case you're wondering. That's just
That was just
Matt.
a regular orgasm, right?
how much time is left.
This is kind of weird that I'm by myself.
5 minutes left.
It's kind of weird that it's like 3 guys and a girl, and you guys are talking about this. But okay, just gonna roll with it.
We're trying to get more girls to join us.
Yeah, we're trying.
Anyway, Is there anything else that we want to quickly mention?
Anything? Oh, Halo 5. She wants to talk about
Guardians.
Halo 5. Okay, there was a two new trailers that just came out.
I saw them because of you.
Yeah, because of me. I'm the one leaving you in the loop, man. Did you see it?
I didn't.
Yeah, we'll show you
I don't
later.
play Halo. That's
so
the thing.
the two new trailers.
Blasphemy.
No, I'm not a.
You
I'm
are
not
shunned.
I am not a shoot-'em-up gamer. I am an RPG gamer. The only real shooter-up game that I really enjoyed was Destiny.
Really?
I enjoyed Destiny very much.
Oh,
That's like still Halo.
Yeah,
basically
it's like
is, yeah.
Halo.
Maybe I'll give Halo another shot then, because the other times I played it, I hated it. But then again, I was playing multiplayer games and I was playing with experienced players,
Yeah.
so my
Play
head
the
exploded a lot.
Yeah, you need to play the campaign. The
Yeah,
campaign
go through the
is
campaign.
what-
The campaign will probably be better for me anyways.
but you
So-
gotta play from 1 all the way to all of them.
So maybe I will talk a little bit about the trailer, just a little bit of spoiler. This is my prediction.
It's not
on
really
what-
a spoiler because it comes from 2 different perspectives. There's 2 different trailers and they're both the same, but it comes from 2 different perspectives.
It's true, but this is what I believe the storyline is going to entail, just
Yeah, go
Halo
on.
5 Guardians, what I think is going to happen. So pretty much Chief is gone. The reason why he's gone could be Cortana, but I believe it's another character named Mendicant-Bias that he's actually going after. And
Yeah.
all because Halsey asked him to.
Wait, who's that?
She hasn't gotten into Halo lore too much. Mendicant-Bias is the original AI that helped the Flood
Okay,
defeat the Forerunners.
Okay.
Well, it says
Yeah.
something about her game knowledge that you just had to say the original AI, and she was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I mean,
I
I
know.
had to actually listen to the whole explanation to even know what you're talking about in general. So
Yeah.
that's just something about her experience and knowledge in the games.
Pretty much what I think is going to happen is that pretty much he sides with Halsey, and Halsey it just turns total. I want to just blow up the UNSC, and that's it.
Yeah.
And Chief, all he wants is to bring Cortana back, and the closest thing that he has to Cortana is Halsey.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Cortana will actually be back inside of Halo 5. Don't think so.
Well, then, go on.
But we'll see. But honestly, if his new AI is Mendicant-Bias, that would be awesome. Like, seriously awesome. Just because Mendicant-Bias, he's kind of that repentance story. He sided with the Flood, made the Forerunners just completely decimated their fleets and everything like that with the Flood. And then all of a sudden he realized that the Flood was...
I'm guessing you don't know anything like what.
No, I don't know anything about Halo.
pretty much that the Flood was just like a terrible, terrible disease after that.
I didn't even know that it was a disease, but I figured since it's called the Flood, I'm thinking back to Noah, therefore a lot of people died. It doesn't matter how.
It's
just
okay.
This live virus that takes over hosts and
Have you...
Kind of like some sort of zombie movie. Zombies.
pretty much.
Pretty
I hate
much.
zombies.
They're pretty much like zombies, that's why. All right, so we're going to wrap this up.
You didn't even talk about Halo 5 or even Locke. Come on.
Okay,
Locke is the best part about that about that.
He's going to kill Chief.
No,
Come
he's
on.
not. He can't kill Chief. That's the thing. Chief cannot be killed. Even though he's a Spartan 2 and Locke's a Spartan, I think, 4 or 5, there's no way Locke can kill Chief.
We'll see about that. We'll hunt the truth. You hunt the truth, too. Tell
right.
us in the comments below what you think, okay?
All right. Well, it's been real. Thank you for watching this episode of Nerd Week Podcast. I'm your host, Grant, and this is
Matt.
Jensen.
And Luke, we're gonna have to do nicknames from now on.
We'll figure it out.
We're going to have to figure out
Dude,
nicknames.
I totally got mine.
No,
we had to
everybody
decide it
else
for you.
has to decide your nickname.
No.
Yes, that's how it works.
Exactly.
That's how
That's
nicknames
my
work.
gamer tag.
We
Who
were about to
cares?
do Grant as the Hulk, but I don't think it will work.
No,
with
I'm
the
not
Grant.
taking that.
Well, if it's
I'm
not the
not
Hulk,
accepting
then it'll
it.
have to be the Thing.
That's not even. How is that any better? I'm not taking that.
That's
I'm
like
not
an
taking
insult.
that.
I think
It is
I
an
think
insult.
I think it's up for a vote. Okay, Grant's
I like
name
Deadpool.
is going to be the Thing. Who wants it? 2. Come on.
No, don't raise
Come
your
on.
hand.
Doesn't matter.
Don't
It's
raise your
our
hand.
decision. So 2 out of 3. Your name is the Thing now.
It's not
I
raising
I
your
won't call you. I'll call you Deadpool.
hand. Yay! I'll take it.
Dead.
Nope, it's going to be the Thing.
Nope.
All right,
Okay.
so we figured out one nickname. He's going to be the Thing from now on, even if she doesn't call him that. We will all have our nicknames next week, and take care.
You guys have fun.
See you
Bye.
guys. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Nerd Week Podcast. I am Grant, also known as The Thing.
Matthew, Carrot Top.
And I am Luke, also known as MIAH.
And it has to be said that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
MIAH.
We want to thank you guys for watching this
Maya.
episode of podcast. And we really would
Maya?
like it if you guys would like and subscribe
Maya.
this video. as
MIAH.
well.
That's all he can say. After he gets it going, he just can't stop.
Yeah.
MIAH.
Anyways, please comment. We love feedback. Criticize, troll. He'll troll you back.
MIAH.
And thanks for watching. Have fun time.
Take care.
MIAH.
I think that's good enough.
I like that one.
MIAH.